Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready? Blue ready. 550, 550. Hey, stop. Green, triple C.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ready? Blue ready. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Wait, up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready? Black 22.
Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for before, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. Blue lady. Five on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Green, triple C.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. They go play action. Winston. This is caught by Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run with Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. Football, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Ready, black 22.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Winston. Now he's flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. 55 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field.
Ready. Blue lady.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A good pickup there at 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the red zone now, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards for number 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll throw again. Winston flushed out right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jaquiz Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Back to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready.
They're looking to throw this. Winston being chased out left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Winston. Going for the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. Oh, wide open. Complete. The 40. The 20. 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that.